Call the meeting to order and ask Councilman Cotton to lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll.
Councilman Poole. Councilman Cotton.
Here.
Councilman Kerry Barton.
Here.
Councilman Watson.
Here.
Councilman Fred Barton.
Here.
Mayor Lovelace.
Here.
We have a quorum for business, Mayor.
I welcome our visitors here today. I see a few people here that I hadn't been here in a while. I'm glad y'all could join us. Our first order of business is I'm going to present a proclamation. You know, Brewton is blessed with several strong industries that have been vital to our city economy over many decades. And the men and women who have been key to the ongoing success in a wide range of industrial sectors. The city will be recognizing these industries and leaders as Brewton industrial champions in the next few weeks. And the first one I want to present today, and I'll read it first and then I'll present it. The first one I want to present a proclamation to. I'll just read the proclamation. It's in recognition of the industrial leaders that keep our city viable. Whereas the city of Brewton seeks to honor the companies, individuals, and workers who keep our city economically viable. And whereas industrial leaders make a significant contribution to the national, state, and local economy. And whereas those companies and their leaders, companies add to the vitality and prosperity of our community through generous community partnerships and create demand for spin-off industry and services. And whereas Brewton Iron Works, Inc. has been in business since 1901 under the leadership of the same family. And whereas Earl Wilson Jr. provided unprecedented leadership, guiding Brewton Iron Works through significant expansion, and helped place their products across the country and around the world. And whereas Earl Wilson Jr. has made a lasting positive impact on the economic well-being of our city through a lifetime of leadership, now therefore be it proclaimed by the mayor of the city of Brewton, Alabama, that Earl Wilson Jr. be honored by this city and its residents as a Brewton industrial champion, proclaimed this 23rd day of May, 2016. I'll ask Earl to come forward.
Council, he just signed.
Right. You know, a little history on Brewton Iron Works. When it was started, it was actually started originally to repair steam locomotives for the logging industry. They've come a long way since that time. The next item is approval of the minutes from the last meeting. I so move.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Kerry Barton to approve the minutes from the last meeting, seconded by Councilman Fred Barton. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Cotton.
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton.
Yes.
Councilman Watson.
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton.
Yes.
The motion passes and the minutes from the meeting of May 9th, 2016 are approved.
Approval of the agenda.
Mayor, the council has a copy of the agenda, and there's a copy on the wall for those in the audience. Are there any changes that need to be made to the agenda?
Make a motion to approve.
Okay. All we need, if no changes need to be made, all we need is a simple vote on it. We don't need the motion on it. All those who'd like to approve the agenda as presented, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, please say no. The ayes have it, and the agenda is approved as presented.
Under old business is the appointment for a new City Board of Education committee member, and the chairman of that committee is not here, Councilman Pooh, today, so we will hold that over to the next meeting. Under new business, let's call on the city clerk on the first item.
Mayor and council, it's typically expected of the mayor to provide a voters list of registered voters whenever there's a municipal election upcoming, unless the mayor is running for re-election. In that event, an impartial person needs to be appointed to file the voters list, and typically the city clerk is appointed to do that. And it'd be up to the council as to whether they see fit to appoint the city clerk, and if so, it would take a motion and a second and a vote on that.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fred Barton to appoint the city clerk to file a voters list of registered voters for the upcoming municipal election, seconded by Councilman Watson. Is there any discussion? Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
The motion passes, and the city clerk will file a voters list for registered voters for the upcoming municipal election.
The next four items are on our discussions on dilapidated properties, and I'll call on Lawton Ship to present each one, and we'll vote on each one, and then I think at the end I've got some questions and we'll have some discussion.
Okay, Mayor and Council, I've got 4 properties. First one is 515 Neal Street. I've actually got information on what it would cost to. The fire department's actually going to burn the house, and so all we'll have is to clean up from that, and I've got an estimate on that, cost for that to be done. And the bid on that is $1,800 to actually remove. It's a lot of brick. It's going to have some other material as well with that piece of property.
So you just need a motion to demolish and clean up that.
Motion is second, a vote to demolish it and clean it up. Yes, sir.
I make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson to demolish the structure that's dilapidated on 515 Neal Street, seconded by Councilman Fred Barton. Is there any discussion? Hearing it none. Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
The motion carries, and the structure at 515 Neal Street, the dilapidated structure, will be demolished and the lot will be cleaned.
Next item is 408 East.
Okay, this particular house, 408 East Street, will have to be completely torn down and removed because it's too close to an existing house to be able to burn it. And the cost of that one for demolition and hauling away the debris and actually the dirt, putting dirt back in up underneath, make sure the lot is smooth. Cost of that one is $3,500.
We need a motion on that.
I make that motion to approve.
Second.
Who gave me the second?
I did.
Okay. Motion by Councilman Watson to demolish the dilapidated structure at 408 East Street and have the lot repaired. Seconded by Councilman Kerry Barton. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
The motion passes, and the dilapidated structure at 408 East Street will be removed, and the lot will be left in good condition.
Next one is 205 Rogers Street.
Okay, the 205 Rogers Street property, the fire department will be able to burn this one. So it's going to be just the debris that's left hauled away. And it is some brick and so forth, some concrete, that driveway and all is going to be included in demo as well. So it'll be just dirt again. So at the cost of that is $1,500.
I make that motion to remove it.
Motion by Councilman Watson for the dilapidated structure at 205 Rogers Street to be demolished, removed, and the lot left in good condition, seconded by Councilman Kerry Barton. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, Councilman Poole.
Yes.
Councilman Cotton.
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton.
Yes.
Councilman Watson.
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton.
Yes.
The motion passes, and the structure at 205 Rogers Street will be demolished, and the lot will be left in good condition.
The next one is 400 St. Joseph Avenue.
Okay, the property here, the fire department will actually be able to actually burn this one. We're going to have it pushed towards the back or the side of the lot and actually burnt, and the cleanup will cost $1,800.
How much? 18.
$1,800.
I make that motion to approve it.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson to demolish the dilapidated structure at 400 St. Joseph Avenue, or to have it, so order it be demolished or burned, and the lot will be left in good condition, seconded by Councilman Fred Barton. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, Councilman Poole.
Yes.
Councilman Cotton.
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton.
Yes.
Councilman Watson.
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton.
Yes.
The motion passes, and that dilapidated structure will be removed, and the lot will be left in good condition.
So at the end, I had some questions, and Lawton, as you are aware, the council made it very clear in our budget that we wanted a lot of these dilapidated houses removed, and we prioritized paving, and we knew it would be about this time of the year. But this process seems to be an extended process, and could you explain to the public why it takes so long to get these done?
Well, the number one problem I have is contacting the original owners. I've had a couple of these, it's been a couple of years I've been working on. So it can be a quite lengthy process of trying to get up with the property owners. There's a legal process you have to go through as well. You have to follow everything right in line, if you just right. So it can take a year, sometimes 2 years. Like one of these is taking over 2 years.
Do you ever from time to time have some property owners that come back and make a stab at making some repairs that stops the process but doesn't really solve the problem?
I do, and one of these, actually 400 St. Joseph, they started doing some minor repairs, and it just wasn't satisfactory, and it still was a nuisance. And so we had to start the process over. And so it's quite frustrating sometimes.
Usually, how many do you have in the process, in the court system or in the search process that you are working on?
I've got 6 more on my desk now that I'm working on, and I've got another list, and I'm waiting to get those out of the way, and then I've got some more behind it. So I've been working on one up 6 years. A lady called me today that she lives in New York, Brooklyn, New York, and she didn't realize the house was as bad. I sent her some emails, some pictures to her, and once she realized it was as bad as it is, she wants to do something. So she's working now to get that one down. So that's taken 6 years to actually get that one.
And after we've demolished, cleared, do we end up with a lien on that property, or what happens?
The process, if the person doesn't pay we actually send a bill to them, and the process is, if they don't pay that bill within it's 30 days, then we can go and assess the cost that we incurred on that property, and at the end of the year, those assessments go across to the tax on the records at the courthouse. And then whoever pays the taxes the next year has to pay those as well. So it's assessed against the property. We have to record it and all at the courthouse to be able to do that.
So usually after, let's say today the council passed on these 4 houses, I think, or 5 houses, 4 houses. How long before you think they will be demolished? Before the summer's out?
Well, as soon as I can, in the morning, I'll contact the contractor that give us the bid, and he can start immediately on it. So they should be gone, I would think, within a week or so.
That's all the question I got. Thank you all. Under comments, call on Pastor Obed.
Thank y'all for allowing us to come. I thank the council and mayor. I'm here today on behalf of Outreach Thrift Store. I just want to make an announcement that we're getting ready to do another clothes giveaway on June the 10th. It'll be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. On November of last year, we had a great turnout. We was able to give clothes away and household goods to those who couldn't afford it. And so we was able to bless a lot of families, so I wanted to come and announce that. I wanted to say a little bit about the thrift store and the vision of the thrift store. The thrift store is a nonprofit organization, and the vision of the thrift store is to be a resource in our community, not only to give clothes out, household goods, or to provide it at a very low cost, but also to provide jobs. Right now there are 16 paid employees over there and 8 volunteers. So our vision for the thrift store is to take donations and turn something into a resource for our community. Our goal is to take donation items, people that we've helped and we want to continue to help is the Christmas project for the city of Brewton, the First United Methodist Church wheelchair ramp, the J.L. Fisher Center. We sponsored the Temptations, jail ministry with Christmas boxes, mental health. We give out gift certificates to all of their clients. Families with fires, we try to support them. Easter in the Park, and again, the clothes giveaway. And so we're doing that again on June the 10th. And just wanted to say if anybody has anything to donate, you can donate them over at 1025 Douglas Lane at the thrift store, Douglas Avenue. We'll make house calls, we pick up donations. Any item that's worth anything, our job is to turn anything into something. And so I want to thank y'all again for allowing us to come and tell everybody that you know that we're doing a clothes giveaway and giving out free food on that day as well. Thank y'all for allowing me to come.
Thank you, Pastor. You know, I donated a mattress to them about 6 or 8 months ago and didn't know that they do the free pickup. I killed myself to get a mattress, king-size mattress there. Take advantage of that free pickup. It'll save you. Are there any more?
No other comments nor any announcements, Mayor.
Motion we adjourn.